Shalom. All praises, glory, and honor is due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and teachers of Great Millstone, and the like-minded men who may not be part of Great Millstone, but are affiliated and use the same 144% truth, the same doctrine as the apostles, elders, elder bishops, and teachers of Great Millstone. Yeah, from the One West, from Abba Bivens on down to Apostle Tahar, and the Apostle Gabar, Apostle Ramlab, and Apostle Salaki, Apostle Ricard, Apostle Ramlab. Yeah. Salutations to the elect, Akim and Akwath, the Bayafta Wada, that's the elect men, women, and also Salaki children in the house of David are predestined to be saved in these last days. And we are in these last days. Yeah, as most of my lessons are speaking about the prophetic things that are going on a daily basis. Yeah, the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is raising up and doing his thing. Yeah, because the elect are, the hopeful elect, are being sealed and doing out there on the highways and the byways, doing as they're supposed to do. Yeah, that I should be doing. Yeah. So today I'm just going to go into this lesson, Lord's will, it will be edifying. It's basically around the famine of the word. It's Amos 8 and 11. So I'm going to get a few scriptures. And we can see, like the apostles said on the camp this weekend, all the pieces of the puzzles are in place. The infrastructure is in place for the MOTB, the mark of the beast, to be pushed out and eventually mandated. Yeah, the social credit score system that they're looking to push out, whether it be in Babylon the Great, which is America, or over here in England. Yeah, right, or part of the beast. You know, the beast, which is Europe and the EU, and NATO and the EU, which is the beast. So I'm going to get into this word. Just read this headline here. New dystopian UK law would give all social medias a truth score. So this is really going into the famine of the word. So what it's going to do, and I'll go into the article in a minute, but what it will do is just basically go into this word dystopian first, is ensure that whatever you post, whatever you say, whatever a person says or posts or does is regulated. Yeah, first of all they'll start it with people who've got certain amount of followers, but then it will go down, eventually it will go down to the average person. Yeah, and this is a part of the system that will bring in the famine of the word. Eventually the famine of the word, Amos 8 and 11, will occur because the scriptures say it will happen. Yeah, so we'll get to that Lord's will in a minute. So dystopian, relating to or denoting an imagined state of society where there is a great suffering or injustice. And don't the scriptures say this is going to happen? Yeah, a time of trouble. Yeah, Jacob's trouble, a time of tribulation. Yeah, then it's Jeremiah 13:7. Jeremiah 13:7. Yeah, Jacob's trouble. And the second of just 15. You know, people will not regard their neighbours. Woe is me, who shall deliver me in those days? You know, second just 16. Alright? This is the adjective of the word and noun. A person who imagines or foresees a state of society where there is a great suffering or injustice. This is what's coming. Time of persecution is coming. And tribulation. And this is what the Esau, Edom and those elites want. Because they want full control. And that's what the Revelation 13:16 is about. You know, Yahweh Shai has put it in the scriptures because it's going to occur, because Yahweh's words do not return unto him void. All right, Isaiah 55 and 11. All right, so and everything. One second, let me quickly just get a scripture. And everything takes its time. Yeah. So where are we? Okay, everything takes time and has its time. 4:37. Yep. By measure hath he measured the times, and by number hath he numbered the times, and he doth not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled. Yeah, so people, I mean, we see the vision's not tarrying now, the vision's happening. Yeah, but everything is on Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai's time. Yeah, this is why we have to keep patient, be patient. But if it's the will of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, we will be patient as the hopeful elect up until Yahweh Shai returns and comes and deals with Esau, Edom, and takes them out of their rulership. Alright? This is what it's all about. In your patience possess ye your souls. Alright, let me just quickly get to this article then. So, new dystopian law, UK law, so we know what dystopia is, yeah? We went into the adjective meaning and the noun meaning of the word. Alright. Law would give all social media users a truth score. In another manifestation of the onerous as burdensome social credit score system, which is what they've implemented in China. Yeah, you say for instance if you cross the street wrong, or so you spit on the sidewalk, or you chew gum, whatever it is, they can deduct a certain amount of points from your overall score, which will then limit you to being able to go to use a train or use a bus or even go into shops. You know, it's a term of I forgot what the term is. Just lost my mind. Yeah, it's totalitarianism. That's what it is. Yeah, still, but it's a term. There's another term for it as well that I need to. Yeah, Orwellian. That's it. It's Orwellian society. That's what they're trying to create, and that's what, to a degree, they will create. You know, but in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Job 22:23. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. They will be disappointed. Job 5:12. In another manifestation of the onerous social credit score system, an amendment to a bill as an addition to the bill. I'm just going to this word amendment. So, meaning a minor change designed to improve a text piece of legislation. Here we are. A minor change or addition, designed amendment. The word amendment. A minor change or addition designed to improve a text piece or piece of legislation. Yeah, an article added to the U.S. Constitution. Noun amendment, plural noun amendments. Yeah, for example. So basically, something added to a piece of legislation, which is a piece of law, which in England is approved by Parliament. Yeah. There's different stages to the readings in England, but that's just technical, so we won't go into that for now. It's irrelevant. So it does have to be approved by Parliament, yes, to get through first reading, second reading, and different readings in the House of Lords and the House of Commons before it's actually made law. But for now, we're seeing where this goes. So all social media users will be given a truth score that predetermines the accuracy of their posts. Yeah, I mean, this is just leading to the famine of the word. Yeah, Amos 8:11. We shall get this, Lord's will. The amendment has been proposed to be added to the already odious, bad smelling, online safety bill, which would censor legal but harmful content. They determine what's harmful. So prescribed as mischief by law. Let me get that. Salakia. Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. And this is what we're seeing here. It's a prescribed piece of legislation which will be part of, if not be, enable the famine of the word to come about eventually, like we've just read in 2nd Esdras 4:37. until that said measure be measured, so that time be measured, yeah, till Yahweh Shai has that certain point where so things will happen, the prophecies, whatever prophecy it is, whether it's the MOTB, whether it's Jacob's trouble, whether it's what we're talking about now, Amos 8 and 11, that they will be achieved and accomplished, right? The set time be measured, right? Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. And this is what Esau and his laws are all about. Yeah, it's just to to prey on the people, to prey on the people. Let's go into this word prescribed. Prescribed. To write, to record, enroll, kathab.
Strong's H 3789. Kathav. Kathav.
Okay. To register, enroll, record, to decree. Yeah. Strong's definition, kathab. It's likely if I said it wrong. To grave, by implication to write, inscribe, prescribe, subscribe, describe, record, prescribe, write. Yeah. So the writing in these laws, these amendments, to, as they see it, monitor what people are saying and what people will be posting. Here we are. So, online safety bill, which would censor legal but harmful content, and was introduced by Conservative Party lawmaker John Penrose. Like something out of dystopian fiction, Penrose, the MP for West, this is Dan Freeth's comment on it. Penrose, the MP for Weston-super-Mare, was proposed that the government forces online platforms to maintain a score of how truthful a person is, determined by their past statements. And so the word truth there, it will be their truth, their version of the truth. So if you don't prescribe to their version of this truth, then they're just going to call you a liar, like they've done with the elder apostles on down. Yeah, they said, oh, they've not got the truth. This, even though they know, and you know, the elites know that they have got, the apostles have got 100% truth, and that they are the men of the Lord returning. They know this. Yeah, but on the face of it, they'll say, oh no, this is just a, what is it, conspiracy theory, right? It's just basic lies, and but it's not. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not. By the very fact that the apostles and elders of Great Musa and the like-minded men and the other camps have been out there, that's prophecy being fulfilled. You know, Ezekiel 37. Yeah. The amendment states that any users who have produced user-generated content, published news, or merely posted comments or reviews should be ranked by the platform in question with a score given denoting their historical factual accuracy. The rules would apply to anyone who receives a certain threshold of online views, with that figure to be determined by the UK communications regulator Ofcom. I'll get down to this point. In other words, the new law would empower far left social media platforms under threat of government fines to apply misinformation scores to the profiles of right-leaning users, with the potential that such negative labels would then impact algorithmic performance. We don't prescribe to this left-right paradigm idea, because it's two sides of different sides of the same coin, or two wings of the same bird. We don't prescribe to it. We prescribe to Yahweh Shai, yeah, who Yahweh is going to return and is going to establish the kingdom of heaven on earth, with King David at the head, under Yahweh, the 12 and 144,000 within the 12 ruling judges on earth. That's what's going to happen. We don't prescribe to this this wicked system. Alright, so I'm going to go to the scriptures now. Just finish it off with a few scriptures. PSA 94. Psalms 94 and 20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which framest mischief by a law? We know, going to this word frameth, which frameth, to form, fashion, to frame, human activity, divine activity, creation. Yeah, to form, fashion, or frame, to shape, squeezing into shape, to compare. Strong's definition, probably identical with H3334, through the squeezing into shape, compare, to mold into form, especially as a potter, figuratively to determine earth and fashion form, frame, make potter purpose, H334, that's what this is saying. To bind, to be distressed, be in distress, be cramped. It's not relating to what we need. But you see, you get the point now. So the throne of iniquity is framing mischief by a law, and that's what they're doing. They're framing mischief by a law. They're trying to ultimately get to the apostles and elders, to crack down on the word of the so-called Black Hebrew Israelites, but we are the Hebrew Israelites. Yeah, the 12 tribes. Right, that's who we are. From Judah down to Issachar, from Yehudah down to Issachar. Yeah. So we are, and we're commonly known as bywords, proverbs and bywords at the moment, from Negros to Hispanics to Spics to Tontos, whatever. But we are the Hebrew Israelites. So I'm going to end it with these scriptures here, get to the point. Here we are. It's Amos 8 and 11, I'm going to get to that. Lord's will, where are we? Here we are. We've gone past it. Amos 8 and 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. Amos 8 and 12. So I can get a quick drink. And I'll leave it. And they shall, Amos 8 and 12, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord Yahweh Shemashai, and shall not find it. So these are the people who basically who fan the hand at the apostles being on the high street, on the highways and byways, who just skip past these videos, these epistles, on YouTube, thinking everybody's just mad and crazy, thinking the world's just going to go back to the way it was, right? Thinking that they've got a good, the riches are going to save them, which it's not at all, right? These are the scoffers and the scorners, and they'll be looking, certain amount, ones of them will be looking and saying, oh, what did the apostles say? Or, as the apostles say, a lot of people watch it for entertainment, watch the apostles for entertainment, and my advice from a young, I'm an infant, a babe, yeah. Get a notebook, get a few notebooks. I'm looking at my notebooks now, and there's so much information in the scriptures that the apostles of Great Millstone have given us all through the Spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Write it down. Simple as write it down. Write these lessons down, get the scriptures down, and, study as best as you possibly can. That's my simple advice, just from a very, very, very young person in his understanding. And I'm an infant. So I'm just my humble statement, yeah. So I'm not being arrogant in any way like that at all. Let's go to the second address, 5 and 9. And salt water shall be found in the sweet, and all friends shall destroy one another. Things are going to be all confused. Yeah, which they are doing now. It's all confusion now. Then shall wit hide itself, that's wisdom, and understanding withdraw itself into his secret chamber. This when the apostles won't be available, when these lessons won't be available, yeah? From the apostles on down, Apostle Tahar on down. And they're like the men of great most and such and such. And so, and shall be sought of many, yeah, and yet not be found. Then shall unrighteousness and incontinency be multiplied upon earth. I mean, things are going to be waxing worse and worse and worse, yeah? Right. One land also shall ask another and say, is righteousness that maketh a man righteous? Is it righteousness that maketh a man righteous gone through thee? And it shall say no. So it means all wisdom and understanding will be lost except for with the elect. Yeah, the elect will stand firm. The hopeful, I'm speaking as a hopeful elect, but I know whoever the elect are, those men will stand firm because they are predestined to. And Yahweh by Yahushai's words do not return unto him void. Yeah. So with that, Lord's will, I'm going to say Shalom, and Lord's will, it was edifying. Shalom. Wildfire breaks out in Birmingham. Wow.